initially at least 3 times a day, and then keep enhancing that as the baby grows. Give it cleanly, give it in a form and in the way that you people use all the foods that you have at home, but give it cleanly and mash it and make it available to the child as and when the child wants.
Right. And Dr. Aneja, is there anything that the parents must avoid giving their children when they are small? Because it's as much very good to say that whatever one is eating, one can give it to them. So sometimes people may not really know, and they could go overboard, you know, in about giving them just about anything. So what is it that which is a clear no-no for the child?
Things which can, you know, stick in their, you know, and cause foreign body aspiration, like things which they cannot chew and which can be, you know, aspirated, or they can cause problems. And very rich fiber foods, because they will not be easily digested. So that is one thing. Very thin gruels I wouldn't recommend. The basic idea is the food that you are giving should stay on the spoon. It should not be runny food.
Okay.
So what we advise our parents is, don't give dal ka pani, you give mashed dal, overcooked. It should be pureed, mashed, but it should not be, you know, something which will get stuck in their throat or their airways. That is something which is definitely a big no-no. And very, if they have giving non-vegetarian stuff, it has to be broken down very nicely and you know, so that they can chew it. That can be given after the child is, say, 9-10 months only. So it has to be, as Dr. Rajiv Tandon said, age appropriate. So what we say is 6 to 9 months give more of mashed. After that you can give finger foods, you know, and later on as he grows older, then you can increase the consistency, can be little more thicker, and which can be more, you know, they can take roti also after that time. Before that, for example, in North India, they are making roti. They can make a churi or, you know, soak it in the dal and then can be mashed. But later on the child can eat the little small bits of roti also. So it has to be age appropriate depending on the development of the child.
And I think one thing no is infant formulas.
Yeah, okay.
I think the message that has to be given is, that's a clear no-no.
Yeah, that's again.
What we are talking of is home-based food supplements, and as Doctor mentioned, in whichever form, but we are not going to ever
break. Dr. Khera just started to tell us about the importance of immunization and vaccination. So even then, Doctor, in spite of all these programs being there, but even still you find parents, you know, who do not really know about the importance of immunization. So in that regard, is there anything that you would like to educate the public about?
No, you know, immunization is one of the important intervention if we really want to address malnutrition. Because I told you in the beginning that, you know, preventing infection can really help in improving the nutrition status of the people. And one of the major intervention to reduce infection, beside, you know, kind of hygiene practices and beside you know, use of antibiotics, but vaccination is one of the well-known public health intervention, you know, which can avoid the occurrence of a disease.
Correct.
Now, as on today, the government of India is providing vaccine against 7 vaccine preventable diseases. If people get the vaccines against those 7 diseases, I mean, you can prevent those diseases. And we have found a very good results. And recently, you know, we have been able to add hepatitis B vaccination into our program. Now it has become a universal, I mean, it has become a part of the universal immunization program. And beside that, I would also like to add that we used to give single dose of measles vaccination in the program. But again, recently, you know, we have been able to add a second dose of measles vaccination into the program, because large number of children are dying because of measles. I mean, as per rough estimate, roughly 60 to 70,000 children every year are dying of a unavoidable disease. I mean, one can, you know, really avoid that, measles. So regarding vaccination, I will make a kind of a suggestion, recommendation to everybody that people must take their children to the vaccination centers, to the vaccination sites, and get their children vaccinated as per the schedule.
Right. Now, yes.
That the government, and this is a very unique situation where the 2 ministries have agreed to come out with a mother and child protection card. This is the first time that a common card has been made, and both the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Women and Child Development have agreed on it. And that card has immunization, it has all nutrition messages, it has early childhood development messages, it has growth measurement messages. So it may be another message that we give to everyone, that they should keep their mother and child protection cards, and as Dr. Khera mentioned, they should take their children